to my YouTube channel. I'm back with another video. Okay, so I'm not going to take long to get into it. I just want to start the video straight away. So this video is going to be about how I save at university. Hopefully this will help people who are already in university or are planning to go university in September. So yes, let's get on with the video. What I did was, write down everything that I do to save money on my laptop. So I'm going to be looking there and making sure I tell you guys every single point. The first thing I would say is, before you go to university, you need to have a savings account. And the reason I say this is most people, they get a job, like a part-time job on the weekend. And the thing with a savings account is you can take a portion of that payment and put it into your savings account. And so it just sits there and, interest, not a lot, but interest builds. And yeah, you will start to save money. What people tend to do is when they get a job and they get paid, they see that large amount and they're like, what should I buy with it? When really what you should be doing is taking a percentage and putting it into your savings account and leaving it and not touching it. What I do on my phone is there's an option to remove what the balance is. So when I go into my account, I can't see how much is in there. But yeah, that's what I would suggest you do. Another thing you could do is, I don't know which bank does this, but apparently there's a bank where you can kind of put your money into an account and it's locked, so you can't touch it unless it's an emergency or something like that. That's a good way to save. On the topic of money, when you get that student finance, don't be spending it on things you don't need. I see a lot of people, they get their student finance and the first thing they're thinking is, oh, what gadgets can I get? What Jordans can I get? What clothes can I get? No. You have to think logically. What do I need this money for? Are you going to be able to pay your rent? Are you going to be able to eat other things other than Indomie? Okay, that's what you need to ask yourself. Am I going to be able to eat? Do I have the things to survive? Once you have those things and you have a little bit of spending money, then all right. You have to think priorities. Do I have the things I need to do my degree? Because when it comes down to it and you pay your rent, you might be struggling, or you have no money left, or you can't even eat a proper meal. That's awkward. So I suggest that you think wisely about what you're going to do with your student finance. After Freshers Week, what I decided to do was create a budget for myself. So this budget, I think it was around £20 maybe. £20, yeah. And out of that, I would do my weekly shop. And whatever I had left over, I could use that throughout the week, if that makes sense. Yeah. So you're living by yourself. You're not shopping for a whole family. If your shopping is going over £20, that's a problem. That is a problem. And another thing is, make sure you're constantly looking in your cupboards and your freezer and your fridge and seeing if you actually need the things that are on your list. Okay, so before I go shopping, I would look at the things. Okay, cool, I have this much pasta left, let me buy another pack. Or there's stuff in the freezer, I don't need to buy as much freezer stuff. Lots of people, they just continuously buy the same things over and over again throughout the week, and it's like, you're just wasting money. I recommend you buying in bulk. The reason I say this is, you buy in, one bottle of water every single day is going to add up. Before you go uni, you just buy, big packets of crisps and big packets of drinks and dry food, cupboard food. You will save money. Not everyday expensive stuff, because a lot of people, they think, cool, if it's not expensive, it's not good quality. Okay, in some cases, there's certain things that just stick to the upper end because, the flavors ain't there or it's just not worth it. But there's other things where you actually need to just look around and shop for the same item but in different stores and see what works best for you and if it's worth the price. And once you get into that mindset, when you go to shops, you won't just be picking up items and putting them in your basket. You actually look at it and think, yeah, let's take this one, because it actually helps you in the end. Another thing I want to say is, You don't have to buy a meal deal every single day. Sometimes, yes, like I want to treat myself. I want something different, okay? But let me tell you, there's two things that I usually do. I either make lunch and bring some snacks to university, or I just bring leftovers. And you'll actually save a lot of money, okay? A lot of people, I see them going to Tesco and buying a meal every single day, or going to the chicken shop and buying a meal every single day. And just think about it. A meal deal is £3. Cool. And I know a lot of people, they don't just buy a meal deal, they buy other things on the side. So let's call it £5. £5 every day you're at university. Say if you're there for 5 days a week, that's £25. That could go towards something else. But if you just have, like, you make a big meal the day before and you bring leftovers, that even tastes better to me. I'm not even gonna lie. Meal deals, they don't cut it all the time. So all I'm saying is sometimes those home cooked meals are the one. One thing I did start doing was meal prep. And I think that really helps me. It actually helps me save money, because for 3 days I would have a meal. And I wouldn't have to think, cool, let me order something from Uber Eats. That's quick, easy. But when you have the meal in the fridge already prepared for you, that's it, you're done. As well as saving you money, it saves you time. Discounts, okay? Let me tell you, there are so many discounts out there for students and people don't make the most of it. Uni days, club card points, Amazon Prime for students. What else is there? Rail cards. The amount of discounts you can get and the amount of money you can save is mad, okay? A lot of people, say if you go to university that's away from home and you're going on the train, if you don't have a rail card, I'm telling you, the price of your ticket is going to be double what it should be. If you set up a student account with certain banks, they will give you that rail card for free. So make sure you're looking around and seeing what discounts you can get. Let me tell you, sometimes you want to go somewhere and then you go on uni days and they're like, oh, 50% off for students. What? Who's going to say no to that? I think there's a lot of free resources out there and people need to like start exploring instead of just like jumping to go and buy the textbook. There's people who finish their degree and offer their books to students for lower prices. So just look around, because there might be someone who wants to sell their book for a cheaper price. Or even there's sometimes ebooks that you can use that is a cheaper option than you going to buy the textbook. University textbooks are not cheap, especially if it's like an anatomy book or I don't know, a biochemical book. It's like, you're not going to find those for cheap. Even secondhand books, you do not need a new book. Like, you actually don't need a new book. As long as it has the information in there, you're good. People are going to get triggered. Don't always take an Uber. Uber adds up, okay? Every time you look in your bank, the transaction is Uber. I would say if you travel a lot, invest in either a bike, and this sounds mad, but bikes in the long run are actually beneficial. Say if you just want to go to university, you hop on your bike and you can not only get that workout, but you can also save money. But make sure you're driving safely and stuff, because you know it's a bit rough out there. If you travel a lot, look for a student bus card, if that makes sense, travel card or whatever you want to call it, because sometimes the bus companies give like discounts for students, and so you can have a card for like, I don't know, £100, and then you can travel for like that whole months or whatever. But there's sometimes they do like these package deals where you don't have to keep paying £3 for every journey, because that's long and that adds up and it works out more expensive in the long run. This is the last thing I'm going to say. I know people love doing up a madness on Freshers Week and whatever, and just on Friday nights in general. I would say if you plan on going out, do not bring your credit card with you. Don't do it. Don't do it, because I'm telling you, especially if your card is contactless, you'll be tapping that for the whole time you're out. and then when you go home you look at how much you spent and you'll cry. So I would say just withdraw like 10-20 pounds or whatever, and just take that with you, because once the money is finished, that's it. But once you have your card with you, you're going to be tempted to use it all the time. So yeah, I would say take out cash and just use cash. Hopefully some of those points have helped you, and if you have any questions, feel free to comment down below or yeah, message me on anything. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next video.